7 and welcome back. This is going to be video number 2, okay, for point slope form. Okay, so before you watch this video, I need you to first correct your worksheet from yesterday. So it's point slope form worksheet number 1. Okay, so I want you to pause this and first correct worksheet number 1. I posted the answers. I actually put them onto like a whiteboard because they have other work on them. So I just made it easier for you. Okay, and then I also, so pause, correct, and once you're done, I want to go over number 5. So I gave you guys wrong information. I'm sorry about that. When you guys asked me, I was in the middle of like 5,000 things. You asked me, what do we do on this number here? So I want you to look at number 5 on your worksheet. It says, write the name of the line that has a slope of undefined and a point of -4, -8. And they want you to write it in point slope form. All right, so just to refresh, point slope form says y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, okay? And my slope is m, and my point is x1, y1, okay? I told you guys if there's no slope, just leave it blank, okay? This is incorrect, and the reason why, if I do it the way that I told you, if you do it the way that I told you initially, this is what happens. So we would get y plus 8 equals, if I leave m blank, x plus 4, right? This is what I would have. Okay, again, this is wrong. All right, this is wrong, but I just want to show you. If I leave this blank, there's actually what? An imaginary 1 here. Okay, so if I leave this blank, 1x times x gives me x, and 1 times 4 gives me positive 4. Then I'd bring down y plus 8. So my final answer here would be y equals negative 8x, right? So I'm subtracting, sorry, not negative 8x. Back it up. Oh boy, guys, I've done more math this week. All right, minus 8 minus 8. So my answer, right, if I get y by itself, would be y minus 4. This is telling me, right, what happens when I do y equals x minus 4? This is telling me, right, when I put it into slope-intercept form, that there's a slope here of 1. We don't want a slope of 1. We want an undefined slope. Okay, so let me just back up and show you what we need to do. To put this into point slope form or any form, when you have a slope that's undefined, we learned what? A slope of 0 means a horizontal line, but an undefined slope means what? A vertical line. Remember how we said you can't define a vertical line slope, right? You can't, like, unless you're Iron Man or something like that, you can't, like, rocket jet straight up in the air. Okay, so a vertical line has an undefined slope. It can't be defined. Okay, again, a horizontal slope has a slope of 0, right? And then we have positive and negative slopes from there. So this, because my slope is undefined, this line is just a vertical line. And all of our vertical lines have what? The y value here doesn't even matter, okay? The vertical line is named by its x value, so no matter where y is on my graph, x is always going to be what? -4. Okay, so if this were a coordinate plane, I'm just going to draw it really quick. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's my coordinate plane. My -8 here, right? -4, -8 would be like down here. It doesn't matter because no matter what y is, right, my x value is always going to be -4 because it's a vertical line. It's undefined. So like that's how I would graph it. And it's x equals -4. Okay, so I'm sorry to confuse you on that, but this is to help clarify number 5. We're going to be doing a little bit more work with this today. All right, so I hope that helps. What I need you to do now is take out your notebook. Okay, and at the top of your notebook, you're going to write 6, 7, and then you're going to write point slope form part 2. Okay, you guys, so today we're going to be continuing in point slope form. Okay, and this is, I'm calling this part 2. And so I want you to first copy down this problem here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this set up. Okay, so I want you to copy down our first example. So this looks just like your worksheet that you did, okay? I'm going to use different examples, obviously, from your worksheet, but I'm going to show you what it is that you're going to be doing today. So today we're going to be naming the name of this line that goes through point 1, 2 and slope with a slope of 7, and we're going to be naming it first in point slope form, and then in slope-intercept form, and then in standard form. So the name of this line, we're going to name this line 3 different ways today, okay? So again, first we're going to name it in point-slope form, okay? And then slope-intercept, and then standard form. Just as a refresher, you want to write this over to the side, okay? Point-slope form, I'm just going to do PS, point-slope form, okay, is, actually no, for those that, I don't want you guys getting confused. All right, point-slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1 times, okay? Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. You guys must be copying down every single thing I write on this whiteboard. You should have in your notes at this point, okay? It's going to help you when you're doing out the problems to look back and reference this. So you guys should be copying everything down. Point, slope, slope, intercept. And then we have our last one, which is standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Okay, so these are the 3 main ones that we're going to be focusing on today. Right? Again, this is like if I say Mac, McKenna, Mackie, Mac attack, right? All different ways to say the same person. Same thing if we said like James, J-Dog, right? Nicknames. Maddie, Madeline. All right, we're talking about the same line. We're just naming it in a different way. Okay, so I'm going to start off with point slope. All right, so again, the reason why I'm starting with point slope is because I have a point and a slope. All right, that would make sense. So I'm going to take the point and the slope. This is m. This is x1, y1. All right, and I'm going to start off writing it in point slope form. So point slope form, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I'm just going to rewrite this. Y minus y1 is 2 equals m is my slope, 7, times x minus my x1 here is 1. Okay, you guys should be pros at this from doing your worksheet yesterday. So that's what you did yesterday. Okay? From here, I now want to write the name of this line also as slope-intercept form, in slope-intercept form. All right, so the name of this line in point slope is y minus 2 equals 7 times x minus 1. Now I want to write it in point slope form. So to do that, I'm just going to set this, you guys, to y equals. I'm solving for y, essentially, right? Y equals mx plus b. Okay, so to put this into slope-intercept form, I'm going to first just distribute using the banana method. I'm simplifying both sides. So now I have y minus 2 equals 7x minus 1. Again, I just distribute 7 times x, 7 times negative 1. I'm using the banana method, if you will. 7x minus 1. Now I need y by itself, so I have y minus 2. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Plus 2 plus 2. Okay, and now I'm just going to simplify. And I get y equals, these 2 cancel out, I get y equals 7x, negative 1 plus 2 is just going to give me positive 1. Okay, this is the name of my line in slope, you guys see that? Slope-intercept form. Okay, this is the name of my line in point slope. This is the name of my line now in slope-intercept. Sorry, that was my middle straw making all that noise. Okay, now I need to name my line in standard form. So I'm just going to circle that so you can see. Okay, point slope form, slope-intercept form. Now to write this in standard form says ax plus by equals c. So to put this into standard form, all right, I'm just going to take 7x and bring it to the other side of my equal sign. When I do that, some of you are getting this wrong on your quiz and your test, okay? Whenever you bring an entire term, so I want all of 7x to jump to the other side of the equal sign, you're adding its opposite, you guys, so you have to change the sign. So instead of positive 7x on this side, right, I'm going to bring it to the other side and make it negative 7x. And the reason why is I subtract 7x from both sides. I want to cancel it on this side, right? So if I do minus 7x here and minus 7x over here, okay, it'll cancel on this side and it brings it to the other side for me. So now we have negative 7x plus y, or 1y, right? My b here if I have a single y, b then is just 1. You can put it if you want, you don't have to. Negative 7x plus 1y for y equals, and what am I left with? Positive 1. And there's my answer in standard form. Standard. It's really messy, but that's a standard form. Okay, and again, standard form, you're just taking, once it's in slope-intercept form, you're just taking the term with x and you're just bringing it to the other side. So those, again, these forms, you guys, point slope, slope-intercept form, and standard form, all three of these equal, they're the same line. All right, we're naming the same line. We're just naming them in 3 different ways. Look at it as like nicknames. Okay, first name, middle name, last name. Look at it like that, right? It's the same person. Okay, you're just naming it differently. It's just in a different format. Okay, for my next example, I want to know the name of the line that runs through the point negative 2, 5 and has a slope of negative 4. Okay, so I want to write the name of this line in point slope form, in slope-intercept form, and in standard form. So step 1, we're going to first write it in point slope form. Okay, so point slope. All right, point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I'm just going to substitute. And again, this is m, x1, y1. Okay, so I'm going to write this. Y minus y1 here is 5 equals, okay, my slope is negative 4m, x minus x1 is negative 2. So x minus negative 2, all right, is going to give me a positive 2. Because again, it's minus negative 2, which changes to plus 2. All right, so this is the name of my line in point slope form. Now I want to write it in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept. Okay, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. All right, so to get it into slope-intercept form, I'm just going to quickly rewrite it in point slope. From point slope, to get it to slope-intercept, I'm just going to solve for y. I want to make this y equals. The first step to do that is to distribute. I'm simplifying both sides, you guys. This is back to basics. Okay, we're going to simplify both sides. Y minus 5 stays y minus 5, but I can distribute here. So negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times positive 2 gives me negative 8. A negative times a positive is a negative, so that's my minus sign here. Now I just need to get y alone. Y minus 5, so I need to add 5 to both sides. And now I just simplify. So I get y equals, right, negative 5, positive 5 cancel. So I get y equals negative 4x, negative 8 plus 5, keep the sign of the larger number, and it's going to be negative 3. Subtract, keep sign of larger number, right? So here is my answer in slope-intercept form. Okay, this is point slope. Slope-intercept. Now I just need to put it to standard form. This is like the easiest part, okay? Standard form you're going to do after slope-intercept. So standard form, okay, you're going to take the name of your line in slope-intercept form. That's here. I just rewrote it so you can see it in the green, okay? Y equals negative 4x minus 3. And I'm just going to take my term, negative 4x, and bring it to the other side because I want standard form is ax plus by equals c. So what I'm essentially doing is adding 4x to both sides. And by doing that, I'm canceling it on the right side and bringing it to the left side of the equal sign. So now when I rewrite this, I have positive 4x. Can you guys see that? Positive 4x, positive 1y, or just y, equals, and I'm left with what for c? Negative 3. So here a is 4, and then I have x plus by is 1y, right? B is 1, equals negative 3. So instead of c, I have what? Negative 3. So again, here are my answers for this one. Point slope, slope-intercept, and standard form. All the same line, you guys, okay? Just written in a different way. So I'm going to actually do another video just to go over a couple more examples for those that need help.